All right, let's talk about something we do all day, every day, and probably never even think about, breathing. But what if I told you it's not just automatic? What if it's actually a kind of superpower you've forgotten you have? A tool that's built right in that can totally change how you feel, how you think, even how you perform. So yeah, today we're going to unlock the science and the how-to of breathwork.
I mean, just think about that number for a second. 20,000 breaths a day. That's kind of nuts, right? Most of them, yeah, they're just on autopilot. But what if you could consciously grab just a few of those breaths? You could literally start steering your own ship, pointing it wherever you want to go, whether that's finding some calm, getting amazing sleep, or even getting a quick jolt of energy.
And look, this is not some new age woo-woo thing. We're talking about practices that have been around for thousands of years. Yogis called it pranayama, a way to control their life force. But get this, fast forward to today, and you've got elite groups like Navy SEALs using the exact same ideas to stay cool under insane pressure. It's ancient wisdom meeting modern science. So the big question is, how on earth does it actually work?
Okay, so to really get the power of your breath, we gotta look under the hood at the system it's controlling. It's called your autonomic nervous system. The easiest way to think about it, it's like the background operating system for your entire body. Kind of just running everything without you having to think about it.
So this operating system has two main modes. You've got the sympathetic system, that's your gas pedal. It's what kicks in when you're stressed or need to act fast. Fight or flight. It just revs everything up. Then you've got the parasympathetic system. This is your brake pedal. Its job is to calm you down to handle rest and digest. Here's the thing though. In our crazy modern world, a lot of us are basically driving around with our foot slammed on the gas pedal all day long. So if we're stuck on the gas, how do we consciously hit the brakes? Well, the secret lies in something called the vagus nerve. This thing is amazing. It's like the main superhighway for your rest and digest system, linking your brain to all your major organs, your heart, your lungs, your gut. And here's the absolute game changer. You can control it with your breath. A slow, deep exhale isn't just breathing out. It's sending a direct message down that nerve, a message that tells your entire body, hey, everything's cool, we're safe, time to chill out. Now here's a piece of science that might totally flip what you think you know about breathing. We all think it's just about sucking in more oxygen, right? Well, that's only half the story. It turns out carbon dioxide is just as important. There's this thing called the Bohr effect. Imagine your red blood cells are delivery trucks, and they're all loaded up with oxygen. Well, CO2 is the key that unlocks the back of the truck so the oxygen can actually be delivered to your cells. If you don't have enough CO2, which can happen when you're breathing too fast, that oxygen just stays locked up. So breathing right isn't just about loading the truck, it's about having the key to make the delivery. All right, that's enough of the sciencey stuff. Let's get into the practical tools. So imagine this. You're feeling stressed out, anxious, your mind is just racing. What do? Your first go-to tool is something called box breathing. And this technique is amazing because it's so simple, but it's incredibly effective. There's a reason it's a favorite for people like Navy SEALs and first responders. It just flat out works. It's like hitting a reset button. It stops that stress cycle in its tracks, brings your whole nervous system back to baseline, and can sharpen your focus, like right away.
Here's how you do it. It couldn't be easier. Just picture a square or a box in your mind. You're going to trace it with your breath. You inhale for a 4 count, that's the first side. Hold your breath for 4 at the top. Exhale for 4 down the other side, and then hold again for 4 at the bottom. See? In for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4. That perfect symmetry is what makes it so incredibly calming for your brain.
So, box breathing is fantastic for handling stress during the day. But what about at night? When you finally lie down, but your brain decides it's the perfect time to think about everything, ever? For that specific problem, we need a different tool from our toolbox. And that tool is the 4-7-8 method. This one is like a lullaby for your nervous system. It's specifically designed to flip that switch and get you ready for a deep, restful sleep. The magic of this technique is all in the exhale. By making it twice as long as the inhale, you're sending a super strong signal to that vagus nerve we were talking about earlier. It's like shouting "rest" into a microphone connected to your whole body. It tells your heart to slow down, and it basically forces you into that rest and digest mode. It's honestly like a natural tranquilizer. Now the pattern is really specific, so listen up. You inhale quietly through your nose for 4 seconds, then you hold it for a count of 7, and finally, you exhale everything out through your mouth, making a kind of whoosh sound for a long, slow 8 seconds. You only need to do a few rounds of this, and trust me, you will feel the difference. It's pretty wild.
Okay, so we've got calm covered. We've got sleep covered, but what about the total opposite? What if you don't want to slow down? You want to speed up. You need a clean hit of energy to kickstart your morning or get you over that 2 p.m. wall.
Well, for that, we're going to borrow a technique from yoga called Bhastrika. It's also known as bellows breath, which is a perfect name for it. The best way to think about this one, it's basically an all-natural espresso shot without the coffee.
So yeah, unlike the others, this isn't about chilling out. This one is all about firing up your system. It's a fast, powerful breathing pattern that's going to boost your alertness, actually improve how your lungs work, and just create this incredible feeling of energy from the inside out.
And with this one, movement is part of the deal. You're going to sit up straight, make some loose fists, and bring them up to your shoulders. Then, as you take a powerful inhale through your nose, you shoot your arms straight up. On the forceful exhale, also through your nose, you pull them right back down. So it's up, down, just like you're pumping a bellows to stoke a fire. It's this powerful rhythm that really builds that heat and energy.
So, let's just zoom out and recap. The big idea here is so simple but so powerful. You can change your state just by changing your breath pattern. You need calm? You go for the symmetry of box breathing. You need sleep? You lengthen that exhale with the 4-7-8. And if you need energy, you bring in the power and rhythm of bellows breath. It's that easy. 3 different goals, 3 super simple tools right in your pocket.
And you know, the most amazing part of all this? It's always, always with you. You don't need an app, you don't need a special pillow or a gym membership. Your breath is your own built-in toolkit for hitting reset or getting a recharge. It's right there, anytime, anywhere, you need it.
Look at it this way. You now have the user manual to a system you've had your whole life, but maybe never knew how to operate. So with over 20,000 chances coming your way today, how are you going to use the very next one?